Crime targeting off-campus students is a harsh reality. This off-campus student was robbed twice in a short space of time. This convinced that residing off-campus makes students soft targets for criminals, especially late at night. Buhle Ndaba says she is still recovering from the last two encounters where she had fallen victim to crime.
It's not safe at all, especially in universities. That's what they usually say. I have been robbed, not once, but twice. And it still continues because others are still getting robbed and others are still getting, even housebreakings, it happens. So last year around October, they snatched my phone. I was holding it. We know it's not right to be walking like that with your phone. The second time, they actually came out of a car, pointed a gun at me, and they took my whole bag as a collective. It was not a good feeling for one to experience, but at the same time, I still have to walk alone, and it's not safe.
Another student who does not want to be identified says they were walking from campus to their place 3 weeks ago when an attempt to rob them failed.
Let's cross 19 and Saturday. Then
she says they studied throughout Saturday night, and when they left on Sunday morning, there was some guy following them. And when they got to a corner, he came close to them. And when they looked at him, he got scared and asked them why are they afraid of him.
Suthi, I think wasaba because wasibuza ukuthi yini nithukile yini.
The University of the Free State SRC says safety for off-campus students is important and that hotspots outside campus should be given priority.
Basically, let me just make an example, especially during examinations. Because right now, if you check this off-campus accommodation, they do not have study facilities, all those type of things. So sometimes students, they need to come and study, especially during their exams. Sometimes they need to cross night and whatever. And now when going back there, they need someone who can either actually accompany them or make sure. So especially in universities, we have hotspots where students always get robbed. So I think what can be done, identify those hotspots and just make sure that you maybe deploy people to go and patrol there, especially during examinations. And I think it also just talk to the response time to say now, okay, Sharp, we understand the SAPS deals with almost all the issues, not just students, but sometimes issues happen and then students only get assisted late at night. And I also, like I said, our off-campus accommodation, there's no safety. For example, in our own campus, we have securities. Every time at night from 7 p.m. until in the morning, there are securities at those things. That is not the same for off-campus students.
Deputy Minister of Police says coordinated approach is required to fight crime affecting students.
Effectively, the police station will be the police station for the university. But dealing, like you correctly say, most of the experiences that they encounter of crime happen in communities because you know that some of the students here, they stay off campus and that's where they encounter this. But also students who stay on campus, they do go out of campus to buy their needs and sometimes for social interaction. You know, the university does not have all the amenities and students are forced sometimes to go out, and on their way there or back to campus they encounter these problems. That's why we've organized it in the manner in which we have done to ensure that there is coordination and a center from where they work from, which is in this case is Park Road Police Station.
The main issues at the university on campus, we are relatively safe. We've got all the necessary safety measures in place, but crime is a reality. Crime is everywhere. We do have incidents of theft. Most of these incidents we can directly link to negligence, where students leave items unattended and things like that. Our off-campus crime, that is completely one of our biggest issues that we currently have. Now, according to our statistics, the statistics university keep, not necessarily the same as the police statistics, we had a decline in crime from 2023 to 2024, a 6.5% decline actually. But the violent nature of these incidents had increased. So the biggest issue we have there is the robberies, the street robberies where students are stabbed and then their items like cell phones, laptops are stolen. And that's also part of the problem because students display these items openly and that makes them easy targets. So yeah.
The university's campus security says the collaboration between students, the police and the municipality is important. Ishmael Mudiba, SABC News, Bloemfontein.